Okay, this video is to show you guys how to create a PDF document from images using Microsoft Word because I imagine most of you guys are probably most familiar with Microsoft Word. I also am aware that you probably have many different versions of Microsoft Word. I do have a Mac, so this version is a Mac adapted version. So all of the tools that I'm about to show you will probably be located in different spots, so you'll have to work to find them on your own. But you should be able to figure them out either by Googling where something is or just searching around. But keep in mind that they should be labeled very similar and title. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to change the margin size of Microsoft Word so you can see the standard margin size, these blue regions. So if I were to import a picture, the picture would have to be within these regions, so I'd have to start it right here on the edge, and then right here is the other edge of the top of the picture, and that's just not big enough. So I want to change the margins. I'm going to change them to 0. And also remove the header and footer as well. Make sure this says apply to whole document and hit OK. And it'll ask you to fix it. Just hit ignore. If your version of Microsoft Word won't allow you to have no margins at all, please try and make them as small as possible so that your images are as big as possible. The next thing you need to do is insert page breaks. So you want 1 page per image. So I have 5 images, so I need 5 pages, so that's 4 page breaks. Okay, and the reason for that is it just makes it easier organizing the photos. Microsoft Word tends to push photos wherever it wants to. You can try and change the format and change the size, but sometimes it still even pushes an image to a page where you don't want it to be. So be aware of that whenever you're doing this. But the more you play with it, the more you'll get the hang of what it prefers. It's like it has a mind of its own sometimes. So insert your first photo. So you'll notice how it is on the first page, but it's rotated. Oh, no, it's on the second page. Here, I'll just drag it up to the first page, and it gives me this option to rotate the image. So I can rotate it like this, or I can rotate it like this, or if I right click and format picture, it will also let me rotate it like this. Okay, and now it's right side up. Also under here is layout. Tighten center seems to work pretty good. You can try behind text and in front of text and any of these as well to see what works for you. And then please crop it. Crop out any excess image, but please make sure your name and all of your answers are included in the image. Alright, and now drag the image to as large as you can without cutting anything off, and please leave a little bit of room at the edges. It's more so that Microsoft Word doesn't move your image to the next page. Okay, and now I'm going to insert the second photo. And you'll notice how it drug it down to the third page whenever I inserted it. That's okay. I'm just going to edit it on the third page and then I will drag it up to the second page. Okay, and you'll notice it jumped up to the second page on its own. So that's fine because that's where I want it to be. Okay, just checking to make sure that it's on the third page. And I guess it does tell you right here what page you're on. So I'm on page 3 of 5, so that's a good sign. I'm also going to change this to 100% so I can see this better. Okay. And right now I'm actually using my arrow keys on my keyboard up, down, left, and right to move the image because it seems to be a little bit easier than using the mouse. So keep that in mind that you can, once you select the image, you should be able to move it up, down, left, and right with the keys on your keyboard. And the last photo, okay, so now that you have all of your images uploaded to Microsoft Word, please make sure that they are in order. So 1, 2, this is 3, This is 4, this one's not labeled, and this bottom one is 5. I would save this Microsoft Word file before you export it as a PDF file. Just in case you have to do this twice. And then go back to File, Save As, change this to PDF. And now you can see that I have a PDF file that I created with the images in Microsoft Word, and they should all be in order, and I'm going to double check that right now. Alright, if you have any other questions, send me an email.